we are going to be pulling some weeds. Just going to be wetting down the sidewalk. It's already 98 degrees and climbing, and I want to get this done. Get as much done. Just kind of wet everything like that. Okay, put that down here. This. I got some ice out here in case the phone starts heating up. But this is the part of the garden I want to focus on. There's a bunch of weeds growing in here. Some alyssum actually growing there. It's awesome. I pulled out something that I thought was bachelor button, but it actually is not. I'll show you what bachelor button looks like, and the leaves are very similar. But I don't know if anybody recalls, I was live last time in the garden, and I had pruned all the seeds from the Thai basil. Well, lo and behold, dozens more just popped up. A whole bunch more seeds. Unbelievable. Look at all these. Look at all these seeds that it gave. It gave even more seeds. And I believe this is called Indian blanket. The roo's doing good. The other roo's doing good that I transplanted. It's growing very nicely. Some basil growing in there, garlic, lantana starting to flower. So, and then I also trimmed the seeds off of this basil. It looked really sorry, right? It looked kind of sad. I trimmed all the leaves off, and look what it did. It gave me more seeds, so it bloomed again. It bloomed again. Hi, Susanna. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for driving by. So this is the basil, and it went to bloom again. It's crazy. So I got my ice here, and we're gonna just be putting ice here and there in the garden, and just some ice, right? And let's get to it. I need to get this. There's a lot of freaking palm trees that are popping up here. Just a bunch of them. So I need to get this done. I'm gonna just be pulling those right there. There's my cat, of course. Always in the garden when I'm in the garden. He was laying in the grass watching the birds and acting like he was invisible. He's like, I'm stealthy. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja cat. Nobody can see me. He's just laying right there in the grass, trying to be all stealthy. Hey, move. I gotta go get my bucket. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta put my cuttings in the bucket. What are you doing? My little shadow. Hey, he was not interested in me when I was watering earlier. Oh my God, is that a scorpion body in the pool? I think it is. I think a scorpion fell in the pool. I think, I'll worry about that later. Okay, so obviously it's already gone. If it was moving, I would have, what are you doing? What are you doing? I would have attempted to remove it safely. And so no, the phone is not your chin scratcher. There's a gazillion other things that you can go and scratch your chin on. What are you doing? So I looked up this plant right here, and apparently it's toxic to animals. I'm just like, gosh dang it. I was really trying to let it grow to shade the rocks a little bit, but Turns out I'm going to have to pull it out. I'm really not happy about it because I think it's pretty. I might leave some of it. I don't know. The cat doesn't mess with it. I think they know instinctively that what not to mess with. Plus, he's been outside his whole life, and I think his common sense is already flourishing, and he knows what's good for him and what's not. I try not to keep too many harmful plants around. Hey, how you doing? So I'm just pulling some of these. These are palm trees growing in here. My cat is just. He's just. You can't see what I'm doing. You're not helping. You're not helping. Don't put your butt in the camera either. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. So I gotta watch out for ants. Hopefully we won't get any ants. I'll just put the phone here. Let's see. What are you doing? No, don't eat that. Don't eat those. What are you doing? Don't eat that. Oh my God, really? You can eat that lemongrass. I don't care if you eat that. Don't eat this crap. Ugh. All right. So this is all going by pulling all this out right here. These were the pretty orange flowers. I had a lot of these. So I'm going to pull all these out. It's just looking dry and not very nice. So I'm going to pull all those out. Hey, why don't you make yourself useful? Pull some weeds, huh? Eh? Why don't you just make yourself useful? Pull some of these weeds. Here, have some ice. Some ice. Put some here in this little water bowl, some ice. Okay, so let's see. Let's get these here. This is the plant I want to get out. There's a couple of palm trees in here. I'm gonna let this one. That one's pretty. See that? How pretty. Let that one grow. We'll put an ice here down by it so it'll water it. As the ice melts. So just a little watering. And there's a lot of palm trees growing in here. My gosh, there's just so many. I hate to pull them all, but we can't have all these palm trees growing. Hi, Annette. Welcome in. You guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Susie B channel. I'm in the garden here in my backyard. I'm in Arizona, if you didn't know. I'm out here because it's probably going to be over 105 today, and it's 98 right now. But the temperature's climbing, and I'm out here pulling some weeds before it gets too hot to do it. So, just trying to get all these little palm trees out. I'm going to get this out too. It's 101 where you're at, Annette? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So in Arizona? Okay, yeah, I'm going to pull these out. I guess that stuff is toxic. I just looked it up before I started the live and I already forgot what it was. But I have the page open where it tells what it is. Might be able to get to it, but I did do a plant ID on it. So this is a lemongrass here. That's this is a lemongrass. The cat loves to eat the fresh shoots. He mowed it already once for me. Totally mowed it all the way down. This lemongrass. So there's a lot more palm trees in here. I like the clovers in here. I'm gonna let them spread out as much as they want, and this will water some of that stuff. Let's see, is there any more? Oh, 106 yesterday. Wow. Yeah, it was 110 yesterday, and all the way up until almost 11 o'clock, it was still 101. Yeah. So when I walked outside about 15 minutes ago, it was already 98. So it's climbing fast. I don't believe it's going to be lenient today. I think it's going to be also another scorcher. But it's not too bad as long as you stay in the water, stay hydrated. Thank goodness for the pool. Okay, let's see. We got another alyssum growing here. That's so awesome. I'm gonna let that grow there because that's just going to be pretty. Let that grow big. There's a lot of palm trees in here. They're growing in the clovers. It's just nicely camouflaged in here. This stuff I want out of here. No, don't mess with that, Bubby. Not good for you. Okay. Let's get back in here some more. Excuse me. Okay. Let's get in here. So, got some ice in here. Here's the palm trees here. They're cleverly, well, when the sprinkler system got dug in, they sowed in the seeds, and this whole ground is literally covered in these seeds. So they got sown into the soil, and now we have a ton of palm trees, even more so. They got helped germinate. Hey, you're knocking down my camera. You're knocking down the camera. Oh my God, you knocked down the camera again. Huh? I'm trying to work swiftly. And this cat, he's like, I'm gonna just be right here while she's working. I'm just gonna be right here, right in the middle of everything. He likes to do that. So I like the clovers in here. Everything else. Let's see, I don't know what that is growing there. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You crazy cat. Okay. Shoot, in this planter pot over here too, there's some palm trees growing in here. My gosh, where I put the alyssum. Put some alyssum over here. And there's some palm trees growing in there. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many. Oh gosh, there's tons of them. Holy moly. Holy moly. So many. My gosh. Okay. Boy, there's a ton of them. Oh, I grabbed a list in that one. Holy cow. All right. Put that back in there. There's a few more. I think that's the last one. That was so many. Okay. So okay. So I guess I had plans for this ground cover, and I said I was going to do a plant ID, and it's just not good. It's toxic. So I thought it was real pretty, and I was going to shape it and all that. But it turns out it's not good for animals or humans. So I might have to pull all that out. I might just look into getting some the ground cover rosemary stuff. What, puppy? What? What are you meowing at me about? Hi, Henry. Yeah, it's a bad weed. Very bad. How you doing, Henry? How you doing today? Yeah, I gotta pull it all out. I like it though. I really liked it because it's like a carpet. It's like a carpet of green on the stones. But it says not to let the toxins. There's toxins in it. It shouldn't be touched. So, and it's a native plant, right? So it grows. I mean, I don't know. The cat doesn't mess with it. He just walks on it. I was gonna let it spread over this whole area because it nicely spread nicely. That's gonna be an amaranth right there. I'll let that grow. See right here? I was gonna let that just cover the ground. And it's in patches. So I was just gonna trim a nice walkway path through it. But then when I just did a plant ID, it says that it's toxic. So, God, I don't know. Just kind of. Hi, Rashid. I was pulling weeds, Rashid. I know you're kidding. When I see you, I acknowledge you if I see you in the chat, but I didn't see you pop in while I was pulling weeds. So, I wouldn't forget you, Rashid. It's hot out here. Trying to get this done before it gets too hot. So, trying to do this quickly. Okay, You're laughing. I wonder if I can go over to that. I really want to tell you what that is. It's called sand mat. Hi, Pramad. It's just toxic if eaten. So I don't plan on eating that, but yeah, matted sand mat is what it's called. There's another word for it. So if you want to look it up yourself, there's several words for it, several identifications that you could find. So I got a nice mulberry tree, a baby one growing right here, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna transplant him right here. This is a baby mulberry tree. It's beautiful. And I believe this is another hopseed bush right here. How it got seeded over here, I don't know. I think the birds maybe eating stuff and then they're dropping seeds. I gotta get on this side. Okay. So yeah, I was excited about letting that stuff grow, and then I realized it's not good for you, us, and the animals. So I really liked it. I thought it was pretty. God, there's so many of these darn palm trees growing. It's unbelievable. Okay. See if you can see what I'm doing. These would be good for someone who wanted palm trees. They're already sprouted and I'm going to pull all this stuff out. Sand mat. That's what this is called. I think it's a pretty plant, but can't. I mean, I don't know. I have to do more research on it. I really don't want to completely pull it out before I really know the gist of what's going on with this plant. And a lot of toxic plants are used for medicine too, so I want to keep that in mind. There's so many palm trees growing, my God. Okay, and then I think this may be a bottleneck tree. Not sure though. We've had several of these growing in the yard. This right here. Here comes the ants. They don't like me poking around the garden. So I'm going to get out of here as quick as I can. In and out. So, oops. Turned on the green screen by accident. That green screen is a nuisance sometimes. So there's some arugula already flowering. It bolted quick, I think because of the heat. And that's the borage. And it just grew so big that there's ants all over it. So if you see ants in the garden, It's I read that the ants, of course, you know how you see ant farms, you see what they do in the soil, right? Well, that can kill a plant if they do that around a plant. So I mean, these plants are fine; they all get watered equally. But I think they destroyed my borage because there's a bunch of ants on the stalk. If I zoom in, there's a bunch of ants all over this. I just watered it a little bit ago, and they're all over this stalk. So they burrow and they tunnel, and it could damage the roots of the plants. So that's what I read. So I'm just gonna put my glove back on. I hate to pull this stuff out, but it has to be done. I really don't want to do it, but good thing it's just one big old growing mat, essentially, and it's all easy to pull out. But I was looking forward to, see, I just pulled out that big old mat, and got fresh arugula growing there. There's another, I think, bottleneck tree. There's another palm tree. Okay. So it gave nice shade to the bugs too, and I hate that. I have to take it out. Don't like it. I'm gonna have to find another. You can buy I think it's a rosemary, ground cover rosemary, really pretty. You can. That's what I'll do here instead of this stuff. I mean, it gave nice shade. I would have loved to have lived under this canopy as a bug. This is beautiful. And you're protected by, of course, what the plant does. It's got toxins, right? So you really don't have animals coming near it because they probably know by instincts not to mess with it. Okay, so I had to come back. I had to put my phone in the fridge so it could cool down. And I prepared some ice in a bag, this stand that I could put on my holder. So on my phone stand. So hey, that's what happens. Let me find out how how warm it is outside. It's already 101. Okay, 98. It jumped 3 degrees since I've been out there. So we got some ice in a bag behind the phone. I've already made a little bag of ice, and I'm just going to be careful while the phone is in the stand. I'm going to get some water real quick, just to kind of hang out right there for a second. I'm really thirsty. It's really hot out there. Okay, that's better. See if I can get this to work. So I just have a 4 weeds to pull. See if I can get this in here. That's going to cover the camera. Okay, so dang, needs that to be thinner. Trying my best to continue this live, guys. It's just really dang hot out here. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep this phone from overheating. Okay. I just got a few more weeds to pull in a small other little area, and then I'll do the rest tomorrow or whenever the weather permits it. But so I got an ice pack behind the phone. It's already 101 degrees here in Arizona, and I already got my bucket full. I went ahead and pulled most of the greens out of the ground. So there's a few weeds in here I want to get up and some grass. Just get my bucket. It's already overflowing. So I want to pull these weeds in here, concentrate on these. The phone shouldn't overheat because hopefully that ice pack will prevent it from overheating. So yeah. So let's put the phone here in the shade. Just pull out these. I've been watering these weeds so they come out easily. Need to pull these out, transplant them. I can't do that right now. It's too hot. So pull out these grasses here. Try not to disturb this alyssum. Okay, that looks good. There's some weeds on the other side over here. Right there. There's a bunch of weeds. There's some weeds right there. Palm tree, weed. There's some more weeds over here. There. You can smell the rue. It smells good. Okay, I think that's good for this area. Oh, missed the weed. There we go. So that's some more alyssum growing there. So there's took all the weeds out of there. The only thing that's growing there is more rue and more alyssum. So over here, I was able to get. Oh shoot! I missed a weed right there. Let's get that out. I gotta transplant all these little alyssum bushes and leave one for the cat. He loves to lay in it. This is what I like to do a few times a day, is just kind of cool everything down. And just kind of wet everything. Just light. Just kind of cool things down for my cat, so he has still reign of the yard and it's not burning his paws. And just kind of watering things down, cooling it down. I even do the trees like that. Replenish the bird bath here. The animals are thirsty that live around here, and they really rely on this water. So I constantly am replenishing that. Try to keep everything cool. I got some grass to pull right here. Probably in a couple minutes, or 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's going to be too hot to even comfortably breathe. So I'm going to go inside. I think that's good. Looks good. I did something, and I'll do some more later or tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm not doing any more right now. Like you did last time, Rashad. You told him I was gonna send him palm trees and COD. Yeah, so ice. I made a nice little bag of ice. I poured some water in a bag and I laid it flat down in the freezer to make like a little mat, ice mat. And I'm actually going to put it back in the freezer to use it again. And it's freaking hot. It's hard to breathe in that stuff. And it gets hotter, so Hell's Kitchen's coming. Summer is starting pretty soon. So yeah, that's gardening with Susie B. If you enjoyed the gardening with Susie B, hit that like button for me, please. I'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new, and push that notification bell. That way you can get notified when I go live again. So we'll see you guys later. Good to see you, Rashid. Thanks for hanging out with me. Mike will probably be live in an hour, right? I'll probably be in there if I'm not gaming. I might go game for a little bit, but I need to cool down. It's freaking hot. Like, yeah, it's hot. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful day if I don't see you again. Happy Friday. It's the weekend, TGIF, huh? I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend if I don't see you later. Bye.